Hello, welcome to a My Stamp Lady video. I'm going to show you today how to make these snowflakes using just designer paper and squares. This one was made with 3-inch squares and this one was made with 2-inch squares. So the basic idea with them is whatever size you want, just depends on the square that you start with. So let's set those aside. So I am making one right now that starts with 3-inch squares, and so the first thing you do is take your piece of designer series paper that's cut to a square, and whatever size snowflake you want just depends on the size of the squares you start with. And you need to start with 6 squares. Okay, so let's go like that. I like to take a pencil. This helps me, and I just kind of make a really light pencil line down the center. Okay, and then once you do that, you're going to take, and you can measure this out if you'd like. I'm just going to do it by eye. Cut 1, and you're going to make 3 cuts. I do not go all the way to the pencil line. You want to leave a space between them that will keep them attached, because if you go all the way to the pencil line and then repeat on the other side like I'm going to, it's going to cut them right off. So I have 1, 2, 3 little flaps now. So let's do that again, and I'm doing it about, trying to make it so it's about a 90-degree corner. And again, cutting up, not going all the way to the pencil line, and then my last one. So now I have 3 strips on each side. Do that again with this one. Go 1, 2, and 3, and 1, 2, and 3. So now I did the cutting. So you open up your square now, and it looks something like this. And I'm going to open up both of them. And now that this is the way I open it, now I'm going to turn it, and I'm going to actually use it at the other angle. So I've turned it 90 degrees, and I have found that it does help a little bit to get just a little bit of a curl in there to get started. I have found that hot glue works the best for adhering these, just because it cools quickly. And I'm going to use this. Here we go. It cools quickly and allows you to move on. So the first one was to the top. Now I turn it over and do the other side. Just kind of put that over like that. If you kind of pre-fold it, then it will go better when you do it. If you don't want to use hot glue, I know my daughter's been making them. She uses tape. Or if you use a different glue, you may have to just hold it for a little bit until it dries. Even a staple would work. Okay, so notice I flipped it back over to the other side. So I have one this way, one that way, one this way, and now we're going to do my last one up this way. Okay, there we go. I can set that aside. I'm going to repeat again with this one. Let's get some of this up here. Let's get that started. Okay. Since this is smaller, it helps just to tuck that in there. There we go. Okay. And my last one. Okay, now to make the entire star or snowflake, you need to have 6. So I just did 2, and then I have 4 that I had done earlier. And then what you need to do is you take, and if you notice, my inside is pointing that direction. So I'm going to take another one and make sure that my inside is pointing the same direction. And I find it helps if I actually put it together before I put the glue on there, just kind of folds it in the direction I want it to go. Okay, so I just line that up. Get another one. I'm not worrying about which colors I used because I didn't worry about it when I put them together, but I want it to go out that direction. There we go. Put it on there. It kind of helps if you pre-fold it. There we go. Okay, so there's half of my snowflake. Now I'm going to set that down and do the other half. And again, we just want to make sure we're doing the same thing, keeping all of the centers folded to the same direction. There we go. Right down. Lining up the points right at the top up here. And my last one for this side. There we go. Okay, once you have both halves, now you're going to put them together. And I'm going to just make sure that when I put them together, guess what, I did this one backwards. Let's redo that one really quick. There we go. Da-da-da. I'm telling you to keep track, and then I did mine backwards. Okay, now I'm going to put them together, and let's just continue. See how my centers are still all going that way. And then let's put a little bit of hot glue in the center here. Tuck it way in, and go in and hold that. There you go. And that's what it takes to make these snowflakes. You can push it in further or however you want and just kind of line them up. There we go. If you have any questions about making these, I have no idea what they're called, spiral snowflakes, contact me at chris@mystamplady.com. Thanks for watching.